What's up, boys? It's race day. We're at the drag strip. We're at 710 Dragway backside. There's a lot of cars here. I think I was the 8th car that paid. Jake, Bubba, Team Denver. If y'all don't know who Team Denver is, Charles and Jarrett, Willie Dynamite, and I don't know if he brought did he bring Patches or did he bring, I think he brought Houdini. Oh boy. Hell, they might have brought all of them. They might have brought all three. There's a lot of people here. This is good. Weather looks like it's gonna be good. A little cloudy. I don't know where that come from. It looked like it was supposed to be perfectly sunny, but it's about 52, 55 degrees today. So it's gonna warm up, gonna be nice. Doesn't look like there's any chance of rain. So I think we're gonna be in good shape. So we're getting into race. We already paid our entry fee. Testing's over. Today is race day. So let's see if we can make this thing go some rounds. We're gonna make 2 or 3 shakedowns and see if the suspension changes work. Comment, like, and subscribe. If y'all want to support the channel, go to turbojohnracing.com. Grab yourself some hats and t-shirts. Let's go warm this puppy up. Appreciate it, guys. All right, guys, got Happy down here. Randy, Donald is there. Brad is here, his dad. There's Jeremy over there. Okay. 1 o'clock shakedowns? Okay. Chase is in there. So we're about to break that out. I'm gonna go warm this up real fast. Hang on. All right, boys, here we go. So we're about to go ahead now and go make a pass. A couple people made some passes. We get 2 shakedowns or so. So Randy's gonna put WD-40 back there and see if we can stop that stuff from sticking. Somebody had mentioned if we did a silicone spray, that would stop it from sticking as well. So we may get some of that. I did do some research on it. That may be the ticket instead of WD-40. So I don't know, we'll see. All right, boys, we're done a little bit of wheelie that time, so that's a good thing. We have not been doing that previously, so that's a good thing. So hopefully, you know, with the changes we made, it's going to work out okay. Tightening the front struts up a little bit. We're also I'm going to take 50 pounds out of the trunk. You never heard me say I'm taking weight out of the back of the car, but we're going to take weight out of the back of the car. Did a big pedal in it. Wheelie control I had where it couldn't do a lot. So wheelie control really didn't do a lot. So that's the reason I had to pedal it. So I'm going to give wheelie control a little bit more rope so that it can help us and not hurt us. Big wheel stand, Chase got it on video a minute ago. Camaro busted the oil pan. So his is, they're cleaning up the track now. So hopefully we'll be able to make another shakedown in just a second. right, boys, so that pass was pretty decent. It was not bad. We did end up running a pretty good ET and good mile per hour. 60 foot was reasonable. Some of these other cats are going really fast. We were supposed to race Jayden, and I think Bubba got his fixed, so I think they're going to do a redraw. So we're fixing to drive up now. First round coming up, so that means we got 11 cars. So 11 cars, somebody's getting a bye. And then hopefully we don't draw, which all honestly, everybody out here is a bear today. But hopefully we don't get Patches or Willie Dynamite, because those two are probably the quickest, I would say, right now. But here we go. We're ready to go. Only thing I did is we tightened the shocks in the back. We tightened the struts in the front. The car is still getting a little upset when the front end tops out. So we're going to try to slow that down. We also put the 50 pounds back in the back of the car. So we're contemplating putting air pressure in it, but I don't think we're going to do that. Here we go. Hang on.
Anything, I'd have just said, all right, fuck it, who cares? Give them a few minutes.
Nobody's got an issue to get money. The problem is that from the get-go, if your money was already in the pot,
it was.
Then you should have drew a chip, and if you got your car fixed, you got your car fixed. If you did, you did. It was mishandled from the start. So where we're at now is just a matter of me and him don't want to draw each other. Technically, like I told you up there, it shouldn't even be discussed. It should be out of the race. What's wrong?
All right, guys, so here we go. So they just, instead of a redraw, they just let Bubba in. Bubba gets to buy. So all the pairing stuff stays the same. So we got to race Jayden. It is what it is. It was half and half. 5 of us wanted a redraw. 5 of us did not want a redraw. So they flipped a coin flip, said he just gets to buy. Not a big deal, just gets another pass on the round number 2. There's a bunch of bears out here, so he's going to have to go fast. So Jayden is the one we got to race back here. We have the right lane. He's got the left lane. Let's go check it out real fast. All right, Jayden, still me and you. So Bubba gets to buy. Be careful. Good luck. Do you want me to go in first or second? Mine pulls up fast. Okay. Whichever one you prefer, I don't care. Do you bump or are you going just on the line? Okay, I'm going to stay on the line too. I'm not bumping either. So this thing, LS motor, 9800 and 207 millimeter turbo. It's one of those big ones. It don't look as small as what I thought it was. I thought y'all had a little street car. All right, good luck, sir. Be careful. Let's have fun. Yes, sir. It's going to be a good time.
Yo, race to race. It's just like hunting.
Hey, Brad, come here, Bo. Go.
No, there ain't no damn no. That's paved, ain't.
All right, guys, Jaylen is okay. The car is messed up. We both knocked the tire off about the same time. And we got an issue with mine. I don't know what it is, but they were like, it sounded like it hit a scramble. I was like, it felt like it hit the scramble, but we were side by side, and I don't remember hitting the scramble. So I was messing with wastegates the other day, and so check this out. So I may have messed my wiring up. Look at the dome pressure right there. So it's going along, dome pressure, dome pressure, dome pressure. And then suddenly it goes to 0 pounds of dome pressure. So when it goes to 0 pounds of dome pressure, the Holly is doing what the Holly does. It says, oh, we ain't got no dome pressure. So we went from 8 pounds of boost, and it's reading 0 pounds of dome pressure. But I've got 125 on my regulator. So basically, if we go look at the solenoid, you got a fill solenoid and a dump solenoid. If you go look at that chart, then basically the fill solenoid just slams open, and it slams open the fill solenoid. When that happens, watch the target dome. Target dome is 6.8 and it's got 0. So then it actually, what happened is basically it throwed 125 pounds of dome pressure on it. And this line right here is my boost. So it's going along pretty good. 10 pounds of boost. At this point in the run, we are not very far in the run. We're side by side. It was a heck of a drag race. And so right here, and you can see it drop off down here too. It drops down to 0. And so then boost comes, and look at the boost. The boost just, and I mean, obviously I didn't let off instantly, but it went to 50 pounds of boost. 50 pounds of boost. 50 pounds of boost. Target was 8. And then when I pedaled, actually right before I pedaled, dome pressure came back. And so, but obviously at that point it's done its spun, and I mean, we were at half track, and you know, we knocked the tire off at the same time. Mine jolted over there, you know, toward him, and you know, I think we spun at the same time. Hopefully he didn't react to what was happening in my lane and, you know, and jerk it over. That's a possibility though. It's very possible.
Like spinning before that happened.
Yeah, I think we both started spinning because he was a little bit ahead of me, and then all of a sudden I jumped kind of out beside him because he was probably ahead of me a half a car, maybe a quarter car. I hadn't looked at the GoPro yet, but he's okay down there, so that's a good thing. The car is pretty beat up. I mean, obviously traction control was trying to do his thing. I mean, see, the timing was down at 11 degrees, but I mean, it got 120 mile per hour wheel speed from 90 mile per hour. It gained 30 miles an hour wheel speed like instantly. So we're gonna play with this sensor. I got some spare sensors. Scarlet Solutions hooked us up. We haven't had any issues, and I don't know if the sensor is the issue there. Like I said, I had this thing apart greasing the wastegates. So we're gonna play with it and see if we can make it duplicate. It's a race car, things vibrate, things happen. So ideally, these sensors would not be like plumbed to a vibration source. They would be plumbed separately. So the sensor would be over here, and then there would be a line so you don't have vibrations, but that's just not the way we've done it. I may look into redoing that. My map sensor is the same way. Not the most ideal scenario with it screwed right there. So we may get some manifold blocks and put some lines on it just to be safe. Okay, I'll let you know what we find out. All right, boys, so it looks like we have a failed sensor. I'm going to move that sensor off the top of the wastegate and put a block on it so vibrations don't get it. Sensors go bad all the time. That's the reason you have multiples. So I'm going to hit, actually, you know, I may already have a spare. If not, I think I already got a spare one. Hit Scarlet Solutions up and get some more sensors. A lot of people mount them just like that. But I think I'm going to get 2 manifolds with 2 number 3 lines. Oh, I've still got that. Hold on, I still got it on.
I'll just check.
I know he has blocks too, so I'm gonna get 2 blocks. So I'm gonna get a block to put that one. I mean, I got plenty of room to mount it, right? I mean, it'd be stupid not to. Just put a block down there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and definitely move the map. Because if the map sensor fails from vibrations, it's the same thing. So if you can isolate them, you got yours isolated, Matt?
No, mine's like yours.
Ah! Look, you need to isolate them. All right, guys, don't go anywhere yet. Stay till the end of the video. You see this on this sensor? That's a problem. I think this is what my problem was. Check it out. Stay to the end. All the sensor companies, they tell you they want them isolated away from vibrations because this can happen. So on another note, it looks like Jayden crossed the finish line before I did. We both knocked the tire off. His went over into the dirt, and I saw him go over there, and I slammed on brakes. And apparently, I probably shouldn't have slammed on brakes if I wanted to win. In the driver's meeting at Dig or Die, they make it pretty clear that you can't run off over to the left too far. But Zenford over here, he was like, he didn't care if you go off in the left in the dirt or not. And that's, you know, what happened. Luckily, he's okay. Luckily, the car, hopefully it can be rebuilt. Let's go to the house. We're going to get this thing loaded up. It's definitely an interesting day. Sunday, we got a couple hour ride home, unload it, and then we're going to work on this thing. All right, boys, we made it back to the house. It is still Sunday night, so anytime when something fails, you know, it's always one of those things I can't sleep, so I have to work on it. So I don't know if y'all remember, in the last video, I told y'all I had this thing apart. I wanted to re-lubricate the wastegates. So I took this one apart, and I took it apart and cleaned it. CO2 is in here. So I just pulled the sensor out, and I want you to look. Can you see that? So when I screwed the sensor out, this is what we got. So that is the Seal Glide that I lubricate the O-rings with on the O-ring, on the wastegates. I don't know, maybe I put a little bit too much on it, possibly, but clearly you can see that it is coming. Gosh, I bet that's the whole issue. So probably the sensor actually did not fail. Most likely what happened is it got clogged up. This is supposed to be air going in there, CO2, not grease. I mean, it can be liquid too, but when you get both of them, it's probably not good. I imagine. I don't know. I'll ask Forrest. I mean, it's just random oddball stuff. It's race car stuff. That's what happens. Parts, you know, anytime it's a race car. I mean, you blow engines up, you know, sensors fail, you get oil leaks, you get injectors clogged up. It's just part of racing. You break turbos. I mean, there's lots of things that go wrong when you're racing a car. And this is just another one of those pieces. You know, something else I forgot to do. I forgot to change this. That's loose too. So I'm surprised that didn't come off this weekend. So, all right, guys, check it out. We'll let you know what we do.